How's it going, YouTube? Gemini just 5280 here with Great Lakes Intercontinental Airport update number 18. I'm excited to bring you this big, huge update with 6 new models and a huge 11 a.m. push for American Airlines, Southwest Airlines, and Delta. Or just beginning for the Delta, but anyways, this is our big 11 a.m. time frame here, and I'm very excited to start off the update. Sorry it's been a little while. I'll be back in updates soon. Already got an Evergreen Peaks update planned for just after this one, so stay tuned. We're actually going to start off over here on the C concourse. Big overview of the airport. Here's A concourse. There's a new model you probably just saw there. C concourse, the B concourse regional gates over there, D concourse in the back, and T all the way to our left here. So just pushing back off C36 is the Southwest 737-700 to Atlantic City International, Gemini Jets 1128's airport. Southwest 737-800 with service to Dallas. Love empty Southwest gate. Southwest 737 MAX 8 to Orlando. Southwest 737-700 to LAX or Aviation 527's airport. I'm going to just drop something real quick. Over to our American Airlines pushing back here. We have 757-200 for American pushing back to Miami. On our hard stands, Southwest 737-700 will be making a flight to Providence in about 3 hours. Iceland Air 757-200, Heckler Aurora headed to Reykjavik in about 6 hours. WestJet Q400 to Calgary in about 2 hours. Delta 757-300 just got pulled onto the stands, came in from LAX, headed out to Atlanta. American Airlines 777-300ER headed to London Heathrow at 2 p.m. In the back, there's a Swiss A330-300 to Zurich at 3:35 p.m. Taxiway over here, we have a Southwest 737-700 just holding short of American 777 pulling in. Southwest 737-700 is headed to Central Texas International, or Gemini Jets 1975's airport. Back to our C concourse, as you can see, an empty American gate here, and then an American A321 headed off to San Francisco. Then our American Airlines 777-200ER in from Paris Charles de Gaulle. Behind that is an American Airlines A319 taxiing out to New York LaGuardia. Came out of the next gate, C43 right here. Already got the inbound aircraft on the ground. American MD-80 headed to Kansas City. American A319 to Denver. American Airlines 787-9 Dreamliner headed to Madrid. American Airlines 737-800, this is a new model, headed to Boston. And our Piedmont Retro livery American A319 is going to be headed off to Washington's Reagan National Airport. Just as we move towards the A concourse, we have our taxiway here. First up is the Virgin America A320 operating an Alaska Airlines flight to Dallas. I'm so sad about the merger. Virgin America is my absolute favorite U.S. airline of all time. Probably airline of all time. They're an amazing carrier, and I'm going to be so sad when they're fully gone. Flew on one of their Neos last weekend. Amazing experience. And yeah, I'm in love with Virgin America. Next up, we have an American Airlines E190. Sorry for the shaky camera here. Just pulling into the A319's gate. As we saw taxiing out, this one is in from Philadelphia. Just pulling into the first Delta gate here, international arrival gate, or one of the big international gates, I guess. Delta A319 just in from Vancouver. Yeah, pretty much every gate at the airport can take international flights. They just try to keep the international ones in one area. Or at least I do when I make the updates. First up's JetBlue A3 on T concourse now. JetBlue A320 with the high-rise colors headed to Orlando. JetBlue Embraer 190 to New York LaGuardia. Empty JetBlue gate. We got a 320 rolling in right now. And then we got a JetBlue A320 Red Sox livery headed to JFK. JetBlue A320 Sharklets barcode tail pushing back for Long Beach. Behind that is a Virgin America A320neo with sharklets just Neo to San Francisco. Of course, it has sharklets. Behind that is a Virgin America A320 with sharklets to Los Angeles, and an empty Virgin America gate in the back. Just turning the corner back here on the taxiway is a Southwest 737-700 Maryland 1 in from St. Louis. Move over to the A concourse. We just left T over here, moving to our huge A concourse. A lot of international action right now. They all just came in kind of getting serviced and ready to head back out later this afternoon. New model, Lufthansa Airbus A340-600 headed to Munich. Then our Lufthansa 747-8I alternates flights, at least in updates, it alternates with the A380. But the 747-8 is going to be headed off to Frankfurt. Etihad 777-300 ER in from Abu Dhabi. Edelweiss A330-300 in from Zurich. Head out there at 1 p.m., so about 2 hours. And then our Swiss flight will leave a little bit after that. Delta Airlines 717, just pulling into the gate from New York's LaGuardia. Delta A319 in from Boston. And our SkyTeam 737-800 for Delta is headed out to Dallas-Fort Worth. They have a Delta MD-90 on the wide-body gate to Charleston. And then just behind that, taxiing in, is a JetBlue A320 with the tartan tail in from Fort Lauderdale. We'll finish up the A concourse over there. Then move on to B. Next to the MD-90 is a 757-200 in from, or we'll be heading out to San Francisco. And then our Delta 737-800 is going to be headed out to Las Vegas. So we move over to our B concourse. As you can see, we just tackled the half of the A concourse. T's in the back there. C's over there. Just like give you guys an orientation. Let me think about me taking a couple extra seconds to do that. Taxiway, we have an American Airbus A321 taxiing from Phoenix Sky Harbor. Holding short of a Delta 321 pulling in, we'll get to later. Then behind that is an Air Canada A320 old livery in from Toronto Pearson. That's actually heading out to Toronto Pearson. Just taxied over from the D concourse to be out pretty soon. Right now we're going to go to our B concourse regional gates over here. Starting off with the Delta side, we've got an empty Delta gate up there. Had a CRJ 200 push out of there. We'll get to that in just a second. Delta E-170 is our next aircraft. Head out to Providence. And a Delta CRJ 700 operated by ExpressJet to Omaha. This is a Republic flight. Push back in the middle is an Endeavor operated Delta CRJ 200 to Marquette, Michigan. We have a Delta E-170 operated by Republic. Sorry, it's it's E-175 to Bentonville, Arkansas. And then after that we have a Delta CRJ 900 operated by Endeavor to Northern Maine International or Extreme Aviation 757's airport. After that is a Republic American E-175 headed to Skyline International or EasyJet's Are the Best 313's airport. Then our empty American Airlines gate here. We have a CRJ 700 pulling in, operated by SkyWest from Green Bay. Next up is an Envoy, SkyWest CRJ 200 to Duluth. Then a SkyWest or America West CRJ 200 to Milwaukee. And back there's an Envoy E-145 to Des Moines. It goes kind of backwards on the list here, but I thought that would have worked a little bit better. Next up is our Delta 737-900ER. Scimitar winglets holding short for flight to Phoenix. And then a American Airlines One World 767-300 lining up for flight to Milan. Now we're going to leave the main area of the airport, move over to our D, it's in Delta Concourse. We have another new model. This is an absolutely stunning model. This is the Phoenix Models version. Aircraft has spinning fan blades. Can't really see them from here, but they look beautiful. Our WOW A321neo is headed off to Keflavik, Reykjavik. Spirit A320 to Fort Lauderdale. Frontier A319, flipped the bottlenose Dolphin to Miami. Frontier 320, Betty the Bluebird to Denver. Frontier 320 Neo, is Wilbur the Whitetail to Cincinnati. First of two Alaskas, Alaska Spirit of the Island 737-800 is headed over to San Francisco. Alaska regular 737-800 to Houston. And our empty Air Canada gate here, common use / Air Canada. Then our Air Canada new model, Air Canada Express, operated by Jazz Aviation, Series 705, headed to Vancouver. Then we have our United 737-800 to San Francisco. Another United 737-800 pulling in from Houston. New model, United E-170 operated by Republic to Chicago O'Hare. And then another new model, and I know these are retired, but I'll be flying this every once in a while, and it's the airports, is the United operated by Commuter Q200 to Washington Dulles. Here's a quick overview of the D concourse, kind of where our non-hub airlines go into, aside from Virgin America. They kind of have a small focus here, but I try to bring them in over there. All the domestic U.S. carriers and narrow-body internationals. Just gotta keep them separate, and I love this little concourse over here. I'm going to finish off on the rest of the A concourse. First up to Delta Airbus A321 to Atlanta. We're just coming in from Atlanta. Delta 757-200 headed to LAX. Delta 737-800 pushing to San Diego. Delta 757-200 SkyTeam colors to Orlando. Delta 737-900 Spirit to Seattle to Salt Lake City. Delta Airbus A320 to Fort Lauderdale. And then our two heavies, the Delta 777-200 LR to Tokyo Narita. And then our Delta A330-300 over to Paris Charles de Gaulle. Alright, I just realized I've been talking for 12 minutes. So with that, our airport update is concluded. Excuse me. I hope you enjoyed this huge update. Let me know what you liked about it, what you didn't like, what you'd like to see more of. Next up will be Evergreen Peaks Airport Update number 14, sorry. I thought it was 18, but it was 14. And I'm very excited for that one. I already got it all planned out. It's going to be some cool airplanes, none of which are in here. So, yeah, stay tuned. And then Raleigh-Durham will be after that with finally a proper Canadian airline and aircraft. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.